Another 6 mil last night, so that's going to be another morning, no hedge trimming. Right, I've got a few jobs I need to do. A couple with my Land Rover. Problem is, I haven't got my Land Rover today. Has passed MOT, by the way. All repaired and done and serviced and ticked off, so we're all legal again. But the tree team decided to take it today because the job they're on, they went with the Transit yesterday and they literally had, well, not enough room to get in and out. They've actually broken one of the tailboard clips on the truck, so they've gone my Land Rover because it's narrower, they can get in and out, so no Land Rover day. Yeah, even the homeowner, the drive is a shared drive, and the folks that live there, I mean, they struggle getting their cars in and out, but yeah, that got mangled on, I'm not sure if it was a gate pillar post or a piece of wall. I mean, it's supposed to look like that, but I don't know what it's called, and I'm not sure where I'm going to get a new one from because I don't know what to call it. So if anybody out there knows what that's called, maybe I can order one. So, or maybe I'll ring TGS. TGS in Bristol built this body years ago, so maybe I'll give them a ring, and if I take a photograph or something and send it to them, maybe that's the way to do it. But yeah, whatever that's called, it's the other end of that. It's a door holder opener. That's what it is. I've got to get one. So anyway, so we're not doing any hedge trimming for a couple of hours. I've got a little bit to do up the road, on the roadside, which I can do. And I've got the last bit to finish off on the golf course, which at the end of the day, if it doesn't get done, not the end of the world. It's just one of those things. I'd like to just get it all finished. So I've given myself an idea of a little job I can do, and it's basically this mower again, my Husqvarna. I was cutting the grass down in the wildlife area a few days ago, and it just ping, something went ping and went. So I think there's another belt gone. So I just said to my missus, do you mind if I bring mower up to the house workshop and take it apart? And she goes, what house workshop? I go, you know that nice little covered area that I built outside the door? She goes, what, my veranda? I go, well, your veranda, my outdoor workshop. She didn't say no, but I won't tell you what she actually did say. A bit PG. Yeah. I think we'll start with a wash. That's clean enough. Right, well, I can't drive it like that, so you've got to go back down and back under there. Well, I don't really want a wet ass, if I can help it. So I'm just going to park this up. I'm not going to park it in the veranda yet, because it's still dripping water. But yeah, here. Okay, really near. Right, just let the mower drip dry for a minute. I don't particularly want to work on it while it's still wet, so that can go on and dry off. In the meantime, cattle are right in the bottom of the field, so while they're not looking, I'm going to put one of these old bales in the feeder. Just gives them a bit of roughage, something to slow them down a bit. Time to get this in and the gate shut before they get back up. I mean, they may not see me, but usually when this thing starts up, ears prick up, especially this time of year. Can't do that with your telehandler or tractor. Not the best bales, but they're not worth putting indoors, and I want them out of the way. So they might as well just chew through what they want, and what they don't want will go on the mucky. Won't be long, this is going to be my daily routine. Something to look forward to. Come with me. Mist. Got away with that. They never saw me or heard me, so they won't notice that till later on, but I expect by tomorrow morning that will be pretty much demolished. I want you. So I think I'm going to start by taking off all the guards that I did last time, because I think this is another belt issue. It's not the same belt, almost certainly it's a different belt, but I've got to find it. That's the one I'm looking for. proper lawnmower mechanics would have a bench, like a bike bench, to get this thing up sensible working height. I'm not a proper mower mechanic. So, right. There seems to be something missing from there. Sure, there should be a belt around there. Is that the issue? Right. Okay. How do I put that on there? So there's nothing on that pulley at all, and I thought the actual drive belt for the mower went round that pulley. So why can't I see it? Where's the belt? We'll also have that off, because is it that belt that's jumped off? Right, let's have that off and look in there. You're tight in there, aren't you? Okay, that one first then. Hopefully enough. There you go. So I know this isn't terribly farmy, agricultural or anything like that, but it's just something that's broken and needs fixing, and I got to work out why. Yeah, that looks like the main belt's come off there. How did that happen? Okay, right. We'll let that one off as well. That might help. Why didn't I think of that first? Ah, okay. So, I think we found the issue here. It is a busted belt. And it is, which belt is it? Ah. Right, let's see if we can get a number off of it. It's chewed up, isn't it? Can't see a number. That's not helpful. Hello, Mike. It's Ian pulling from Tree Management again. I've busted another belt on my Husqvarna mower. Yeah, well, it was bound to happen. I should have replaced both of them, shouldn't I? So I did the one off the mower deck a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago. It's actually the one off the drive under the engine now that goes forward.
Okay.
I can't find a number on it.
Right, okay. Right, I'm just... Ian, can I ring you back? Don't go anywhere, Sean. Can I ring you back in a few moments? I'll get the diagrams up for your machine and I'll make sure we're looking at the right one.
Okay, mate, thank you. Speak to you in a minute.
Number for you?
This one, have you got it on your phone?
I haven't, unfortunately. It doesn't show me the numbers.
All right, 07973.
Okay, Magic. I'll come back to you as quick as I can do.
All right, thank you.
Cheers, Ian. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right, okay, so hopefully they'll come back. This is our nearest place I can get this belt from. It's either that or Cirencester. I kind of want to get this done because I've got a job for this afternoon for the tree guys, providing they finish the tree job early enough. We've got a bit of grass cutting to do down the road. The belt's pretty shot. I mean, it's been going for a while. That is 3-year-old. So it's done some work, and well, you know how much work this thing does. It's not had an easy life. Easier than some, but not an easy life. Well, while I'm waiting for a phone call, I thought I may as well have the outfit off. Give it a bit of a blowout. Right, that can come off there first. I don't want to be blowing the foam on there. So I could probably blow this off and then take it to the house, wash it, or just wash it out in a bit of petrol or something, but I think for the time being we'll just give it a little bit of a blow. That can go out there out the way. They're blowing from the inside out, just in case you wondered. That could do with a wash, really, couldn't it? But it is only the pre-cleaner. Okay. Right then, and as for you, right, well, I've heard nothing back from the mower dealer, so I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna go and see my friends at the bearing warehouse and see if they can sort something out for me. Oh. So, although the belt's a bit twisted, it is what I would call a very clean brake. So they can measure that, put it on their little thing and measure it, and hopefully, they carry a lot of stuff over there, hopefully I'm going to come back, alright, it won't be a genuine Husqvarna belt. That's the downside. The upside is it'll probably be less than half the price of a genuine Husqvarna belt. Result: £8.18p plus VAT, which was £9.82 for a brand new drive belt, which from Husqvarna would probably be 3 times that. So yeah, thanks bearing warehouse. Flipping spot on. So I was pretty sure it was going to be cheaper than buying a Husqvarna belt, but not that much. I mean, I even looked online to try and find that belt, and I was struggling with the sizes. I wasn't sure, so I bought the old belt over. They measured it, and that's how they got the size for this fella. But the cheapest I could find online was £16.20 something, and because it's not a lot of money, most of them want to put postage and packaging on top, so you're still looking 25 quid. So alright, it's taken me an hour, and I've driven through two or three sets of blinking traffic lights, because round here they seem to be determined to dig the bloody roads up again just to see what's underneath them. I'm sure they just want to dig up and find out, oh, I wonder what's under the road there. Let's dig it up, fill it back in and do nothing else. I know that's not how it works, but it feels like that sometimes. So yeah, so an hour, still worth it. Yeah, less than a tenner for a brand new belt. Spot on. I'm going back through the lanes and hope. What was that awful smell? Yeah, well, I'm going back through the lanes, and hopefully they're not digging the road up down here. So, because if this works, this will be quick in comparison. Right, the lazy side of me wants to sit down and read that. The less lazy side knows that, in fact, I've got to open that so I can fit that. And to fit that, there's the number for future reference. I've got to take this one off. Ugh. It wasn't that long since I put it on there. You hooked on? Yeah. Right, there's not an awful lot of room under here, but the belt I've got goes from that pulley there to that pulley there, which means I can't put it on unless I take this one off first, which I'm hoping is going to be as easy as... It's going to be easy. I think I have to go this side. Not long since I had you off there, so you Shouldn't be that difficult to come away. Eh? What, and throw it at me? That's very mean of you. That would be taking advantage where you're choosing not to throw a ball at me.
So that proves I'm a good person.
Oh, right. Okay. So I should be grateful then that you're not throwing a ball at me.
Some
Glass on the floor? Okay. Right. So that should come off there.
Right.
Like that. So I think I've got to lift the mower deck up actually to put that roller back in. Hang on. Let's do that. That worked. Right, okay, I got a feeder built up through there. I wonder if I got to take that off. Ah, look at that. Bloody marvellous. Oh, wrong way. No, right way. I've just spotted something in there. Well, I didn't know it was there. Look at that. There's a grease nipple in there. I didn't know you were there. Right, well, we'll definitely give you a bit before we put this back together. Right, I think I might have to slacken off the other side as well. Yeah. Come to think of it, I got a funny feeling one of you told me there was a grease nipple in there when I put the last belt on, because I had problems with this guy sticking. Did one of you tell me there was a grease nipple? Something back in here says that somebody did. Right. Let's slacken that one off. I don't think we'll have to take him right off. It's literally just so it moves, and now I can't see.
Okay.
No, I wasn't talking to you, Siri. You're all right. That can be enough. I don't know. I think I've got to take that off. Oh, that's a pain. Did you go on there? No. Wrong way. Right, now I should get a belt on her, he says. After all this, I hope it's the right one. Right. So, as you already know, I've never done this before. So this is as much a learning curve for me as it is for anybody else out there. So I reckon we'll push him up from the front. Through there, and then you can go around that pulley. There's not a lot of space in there, you know. In fact, there's very little space in there. I'm going to get that right there. I've got to get that belt. I think it will go. Might involve a bit of swearing. Just a bit. Oh, actually, he just popped in there. Yeah, bloody marvellous. Right. That's this side on. And that's that side on. So all I've got to do now is get him up on there. Right. So far so good, it looks right. Looks right. This would be so much easier if it's up on a bench. Can I actually get to you this side? We're looking down in there. That is tight in there. It's really tight in there. Oh, got it. I got it. Right. This is the you're not doing anything very interesting look. And do you know what? Although I love you, Dad, you know, I think I'd rather go and sit by the fire, if you don't mind. If you just go to open the door, please. Bye, Biscuit. That's why I couldn't find the belt the other side, because it was wrapped about the way. So you got to go back on there, like that, and back on the front. So if I put you up through where you're supposed to go, which is up through there. Like that. That'll hold that. Right, so I should be able to just put everything back together again there, he says. Okay, we're done. It's all back together again. I didn't video the last bit of it because I already had an audience. Dave the builder turned up along with Dave, his mate, and they sat in the chair there while I finished the job off, so I didn't video that bit, but it is all done. That grease nipple that I found, which someone did tell me about, I'm sure someone told me that, I have taken advantage of that. Latched on, like you do, with me Milwaukee, and yeah, we are done. I was just thinking, is there another grease nipple somewhere else? I'm sure there is. So I'm going to have a look round, just make sure I haven't missed anything, and then put tools away and maybe cut some grass. Forgot to mention, the garden machinery dealership called me back only a couple of hours ago and said, oh, you rang in earlier about the belt. I said, yeah. He said, I'll just go and check for you. So give the details again for it. He said, yeah, got one here, 43 quid. I think that was plus VAT. And I said, right, okay. Hang on to that thought for a minute, I'll come back to you. Yeah, sorry chaps. It was like £9.60 including VAT from Bearing Warehouse. So yeah, just goes to show, pays to shop around. Pays. Well, I got round the garden twice before that started. I might get back to it later on, or I might get back to it tomorrow, because that's looking pretty black over there.